ask y'all something. For whoever that has kids, a lot of parents don't understand and are confused when their child acts out in a way that they don't like. So think about this. If you barely communicate with your child, you don't teach them much about the values of life, being in control of their emotions, meditation, but instead, you have to realize this. If your child goes to school, public school, private school, whatever the case might be, just look at the fact that I would say about 70 to 80% of the day, your child is away from you. So whatever you have taught your child has gone out there and has been influenced into thinking something completely different. Pretty much over time made them forget what you taught them. Then if you give them a phone with no parental guidance, you're really in trouble. You have to see that the world, that phone is reprogramming your child, and it's going to be in a way that you might not agree with. So don't be upset when you see your child acting a certain way. In my opinion, there is a lack of communication between the parent and the child. And then when the child acts a certain way or does something, they wonder why that is. You have to have conversations. You have to communicate about everything. Even if you think your child doesn't know, still talk about it. You'll be surprised on what they're talking about in school with their friends and what they're looking at on their phones. So communicate about everything. Don't let the world raise your kids. Don't let their phone raise your kids. I would say no phone at all at a certain age. Give them a book instead. But if you are going to be the one that gives them a phone, it needs to be restrictions on that phone. No child should be confused on who they are and their sexuality. At the age of 12, that's an issue. I think that's taking it a bit too far, and that child is given too much freedom. That makes me think about the story with Serena and Venus Williams and how they were raised. If you're not familiar with them, I would recommend that you look them up or catch that movie. I believe it's called King Richards, but that will give you an insight of parents raising their kids and not letting the world raise them for them. I think that would be a perfect example for you to understand what I'm saying. So think about this for a second. Take away the phone, take away the school. You end up homeschooling your child. You teach them about being in control of their emotions. You give them information that's positive. They don't know about the negative. You teach them the value of life, the value of health, the value of wealth. How do you think they would turn out compared to you just giving them a phone and then being distracted from other people in the world? I think they will become leaders and not followers. And we need more of that because everybody wants to follow. Don't have your child out there following other people and you wonder why, what's wrong with them. Be fully committed and engaged in your child's life because they are the future of carrying the torch and making this world a better place.